We're ready to roll. Whereabouts are you at the moment, mate?
I'm down in South Florida, Hollywood, Florida.
Nice. I have questions about Florida,
All
not the
right.
usual ones. Don't
All right.
worry.
Yes.
So I've interviewed in the past the band Municipal Waste.
Okay.
What's his name? Something Forrester. Anyway, the main dude. And we would discuss how people had this idea in their heads of why Florida's so weird because they always see news stories like that. And I figured out it's because of there's some law about court reporting down there. And that's why there's so many Florida man, there's weird stories because you guys report on them more than everyone else. So you're no weirder than anyone else. It just sounds it.
We just have more. Yeah, the population is bigger than usual here, and there's a lot of um, it's a very party atmosphere more often than not down here in South Florida. And then you got to remember half of those people are usually people that are tourists that are here that have gone a little excessive in their drinking that night or had a little bit of an adventure because they had never been, jet skiing before and found themselves somewhere strange. Yeah, you definitely get those stories. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Messing
so
it. Yeah,
yeah,
wrestling an alligator, crashing an ATV, the usual.
yeah, yeah. And then you got the locals that think that they know things so much so that they're able to just jump into an intercoastal river and wrestle an alligator. Yeah.
I don't know if you are across gaming at all, but GTA 6 is being set in Florida. Like, I am very much looking forward to running around a version of your of your
Oh,
neighborhood.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Me and my brother were actually just talking about that, how we're gonna be able to know how to get away from everything because we know those streets so good. I know Fort Lauderdale so good. I know how to get um from one side of town to the other with relatively no traffic, even in the worst of rush hours. So that's and it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse since last I lived here. So I had a almost an 8 year hiatus living in the Midwest, and I came back and things definitely got a little bit more congested.
What brought you back?
My grandparents both passed, and they left me their house in uh, when they passed, and I decided to move my family down here. I like I said, I once my daughter was born, um, I always really wanted to come back down to South Florida, where you can go outside more often than not.
Yeah, yeah. Mate, uh, it, it is funny when I was listening to Bullet with a Name and I realized how, it's so well known and to the point where I've just got out of the army after 11 years. And when I first was joined up as an infantry soldier, and I can remember being on the range learning how to use a light machine gun while hearing some guy on the range shout, I've got a bullet with your name.
Yeah, it's definitely loved by the military and the police forces. They definitely have made it their own for sure.
Uh, they've got the Australian military or the fitness staff anyway have a weird hard on for Disturbed. Don't know why. They
Yeah.
freaking love it.
Oh, the Disturbed is another one for sure. We're called the what do they call it? Uh the workout bands.
Yes.
Yeah, we're the bands that everybody likes to work out to. We got the right BPM and the right aggressive lyrics create the testosterone levels that it takes to hit your gains. You know
Oh,
what I
mate.
mean?
I am, yeah, I absolutely love that. And, I'm not a massive hardcore guy, but I'll tell you what, if you want to move mountains, I Will Be Heard by Hatebreed will get
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah, that'll build out the pecs for sure, for sure.
Mate, you love a good cover. What are the important considerations when making
One that you can make your own, I
one?
feel like. while still respecting the overall um, feeling of the original.
Mm,
Uh, you know, being able to connect with people in a similar way, but understanding that now it's your demographic that you're placating to
mm.
and playing this music for. So it's something that you may feel is nostalgic, and you want to introduce to your fan base. So
Yeah.
I always go for something that sometimes sometimes they do know, or sometimes they're like, wait a minute, I think that kind of uh choice. This time around, they wanted us to do something that was major, and an artist that was easy to call massive, and we left it up to them, and they chose Prince.
Yeah, right. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I remember hearing your one of In the Air Tonight, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, this could be bad. Oh, wait, it's actually good. Like, well done.
yeah. It got some. It definitely got some love, and made us many fans that cross over and like both sides of pop and rock. Um, at least that type of formula. Um, and Phil Collins is a great songwriter. Hands down, is an amazing songwriter.
It's kind of like Fred Durst having a whole bunch of new metal kids banging their head to a George Michael song back in the day.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. A great song is a great song.
yeah, oh, they killed it. Now,
Yeah.
mate, you are coming down here with Head PE, and I was literally due to speak to Jared like an hour ago, but he cancelled because he's got the flu. So that this means that you're better than Jared.
No, he's probably say I get it. He just came back from overseas as I did, so I'm still adjusting as well.
Yeah, he's obviously some germ has brought him down. He's a tough dude, so
Yeah,
it takes a significant germ to bring him down.
yeah, it does.
Now, mate, when I reschedule, I wonder, you have guys had a long history of playing shows together. Is there a story you can, or something, some reference you can tell me that'll blow his mind, but he'll be like, how the fuck did you know that?
A reference that will blow his mind. When they were throwing marshmallows at us during the last night of the tour, from every direction of the venue. One of our last nights, we're playing our show, and we see these little white things come flying at us, and we thought they were golf balls at first. Um, and then we stepped on one, and with the heat of the lights and the marshmallow, we were like, and it was sticking to our feet. Um, but we didn't know it was them. We didn't know it was them. We thought people were just throwing marshmallows at us. It was like it was one of the sneaky ones. Um, but it was good. Their last night of the tour pranks were always really good.
I love it. Mate, what can you tell me about, like, winding back the clock to the late 90s when you formed, what can you tell me about the scene that created Nonpoint?
Uh, it was heavily influenced by the quirky South Florida music scene of the time. It, it was definitely hip hop inspired, mixed with that, you know, coming out of the club kid era of jungle and techno and all that, early EDM.
Mm,
So it was a mix of that kind of vibe mixed with rock and hip hop. So we're all old club kids that also like metal,
mm.
and it just became what it is.
Yeah. Now, you and Rob are the only constant members of Nonpoint over the years. So you and Jared have that, have that in common. you've been with your band since the very beginning. Like, how would you describe your friendship with Rob and your professional relationship over the years? Because that's a long time to be working together.
It is. Rob has the won't give up attitude that 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 I have, and it's necessary for how quickly and how often the music industry likes to change up things on you. Um, so we really uh we enjoy playing those live shows. Um, we respect the grind and respect what we've built, and I think it's the case of we'll stop when we feel like it's not fun for us anymore,
Mm.
and we feel like we got no more music to write, or we feel like the show is starting to suffer. um I think anyone that's seen us in the past and seen us now uh can say that our show has only gotten better. And for a live band that you know even early in our early years and in my early 20s, I was snapping my neck and jumping around, and I'm sure people can say that they're still getting that same kind of energy now.
Yeah. You were talking about, when you feel like you don't have any songs left to write and whatnot. I mean, by my count, it's been about 7 years since the last Nonpoint album. Can you see another one coming out?
Well, we've done EPs, and
EP, pardon me, that was a
we've
full length. Yeah.
yeah, we've written quite a bit of music. So we this time, putting together a full length, we wanted to have enough songs to pick from that
Mm.
going 20 plus years, you're not putting out something unless it matters. So we
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that it was worth putting out, and we've gotten a handful of songs that we're like, okay, we're now we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, man. Who, I mean, you can answer this question as broadly as you want. Who are some of your favorite front men or front people? Like, and what do you like, respect about
When it comes to people that kind of like gave me a little bit of inspirational push. I definitely came up during a time where it was not really a new type of front man, but just a new wave of music was coming.
them?
So, your Chinos, your Jonathan Davis, your Maynard, uh, you know, uh, Jacoby, uh, uh, Brandon from Incubus. All of those people were all unique in their own ways, enough that they all went almost in complete different directions, but all somehow stayed what they were. So for me, it was really about me understanding that I had to make my lane, and
Mhm.
and I think that that being inspired by a group of musicians that, even when I look back at what I was inspired by early in my childhood, your Steely Dan's, your Steve Perry's, your Stevie Nicks, a lot of Stevies,
Yeah.
apparently.
Very common now.
Yeah, yes, Steelies and Stevies. Uh, so I was a sucker for a good song, a sucker for a great story, um, sucker for a good lyric that it really didn't matter what direction it came from. So I think the mishmash of all of that, with you know all the old school heads of my other band members, like Rivera, who basically grew up on rock, and that's all he really listened to, and didn't listen to much else. So our music having that mix, I think, is what makes Nonpoint Nonpoint.
I love it. Mate, I'm going to be seeing you for the very first time in Brisbane
I hope you
with
enjoy.
HED. So, mate, I look forward to seeing you, look forward to meeting you,
As
and
as
yeah,
do
mate,
I.
easy, be good.
It's gonna
Just
be fun. It's gonna be fun. We'll see each other at the merch table.
yeah, you will. Have a good one, my dude.
All right, brother. Thanks so much, Tom.